everyone, and welcome back to Series 5. It's been a couple of weeks, can you tell? Just not entirely back, I suppose. This is Episode 5, first of many. Joining me today around our virtual table, as always, are my wonderful friends and players, Jet, Joel, Kat, Tom, and Leif. Say hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Oh, you guys are the best. Our icebreaker this week is, what is the top item on your character's bucket list? Ghost wants to know. Jet, what's the top item on Akina's bucket list?
As you can tell, I have thoroughly thought this through. Okay, what I'm actually going to say, she wants to, with one of her fathers, she wants to bring down and consume like the largest, most glorious bug in all of the Nightfell forest. It's like their white whale. It's what he's been after his entire life.
Nice. Joel, what about Elias?
Yeah, Elias is kind of a blue collar guy, so I was trying to think what Elias would want, and I think he's super into gladiatorial games. The WGE World Gladiatorial Games or entertainment, and so I think he'd want to design armor for a professional gladiator and see it on TV, and see his handiwork on TV. So I think that would be on his bucket list, is to design some gladiatorial armor that makes it to the gladiatorial games.
TV.
Yeah, exactly. On TV.
Kat, what about Revi?
Revi has been doing a lot of reading on ancient Osirian, and therefore their current desire and top of their bucket list is to go to Osirian and see those ancient sites for themselves. Though the bucket list is probably going to be ever changing based on the current subject that they're reading about.
Yeah, that's fair. Tom is next on my list. Tom is not here. Should we speculate?
I think we should make up stuff. That's tradition.
What's at the top of Rix's bucket list, my friends? What do we think?
Yeah, I think Rix wants to tell a story on every continent. Of Galarian have continents. Tell at least one story on every continent of Galarian would be my guess.
I was gonna say, tell a story that lasts the ages.
How would he know that?
I mean, he'd know in his heart of hearts. Maybe there'd be some sort of divine sign. There has to be a god whose part of their portfolio is performance and story.
True. Leif, what about Marook?
If questioned on this, Marook would give the common answer of skydiving and would not allow you to press him further for that.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
All right, I'm gonna put skydiving in my notes in air quotes. Skydiving.
Also,
as you should.
How is skydiving not a thing in Pathfinder? Featherfall is a spell. There are rings of Featherfall.
There you go. You've got your business idea for when you retire, right there.
Find just like a majestic canyon and be like, you can rent this ring of Featherfall for an hour. Go nuts.
But how does Vivian go from?
Someone said he's a bird. He is a bird.
But his wings don't work. Why you gotta point these things out? Now Marook's just gonna be sad the entire episode.
Oh no. We can't have that. Don't be sad. Instead, let's recap for a hero point what happened last week at the Megampia. Jet.
We picked our primary branches.
We did. And actually, for the audience, let's do a quick recap of who picked what. What did Akina pick?
Sorry, it's been so long since I looked at it. Let me look. I have it written down right here. Emerald bows.
Emerald bows. And Joel, what did Elias pick?
He, along with all of his Fight Club buddies, or at least a couple of them, he's a Tempest son.
Kat, what did Revy pick?
Abby is in the Zundati. With the whole storytelling lore nonsense that they appreciate.
And Leif, what did Marook pick?
Also the Zunjati.
Totally not asking because I forgot to put it in my notes. No. It's all for the audience. What else? Joel, what else did you guys do last week?
We had finished exploring all 5 branches with our perquisites, and then we had some formal initiation ceremony, but things went sideways. A couple gremlins showed up and were shown the door violently and permanently, and so we had to put the kibosh on that.
Heckin' gremlins. They're just everywhere, it seems like, this semester.
Can't live with them.
No, we really can't. They're obnoxious. Kat, what else happened last week at the Megambia?
We were asked to look into some bugs, and so we went to Anchorroot, who is rather fond of centipedes, and she helped us out with beginning that task.
She's very fond of her centipede.
And we went and killed some of them.
That was for your perquisite. This time you just captured some.
Right. Okay. My apologies. It's been a while.
We were in the Leshy Gardens, and they were getting ready to be like a bug Leshy war.
Right. While they were building constructs, and I believe when you asked, they said they were for the tournament this weekend.
Yep. It's all
and it
coming
looked like
back.
It looked like a spell circle, a summoning circle, or something.
Right.
Or am I making that up?
Yes. It looked like the bugs there had eaten some sort of a runic circle into bark. You took some notes on it for Teacher Curry. Leif, what else do you remember from ever so long ago last week?
We started our studying properly. No more stupid little chores running around doing stuff for people. Now we're gonna get some real learning done.
Yeah.
It was
and
hard.
on that note,
Hard.
I do need to make a correction to what I said last time, which was that you could only be half of your level. Your primary branch can be your full character level. Your secondary branch is half your character level. You do get both. So those of you who made your first check, I think I told someone, Joel, was it you who got a crit success? You could only have one.
I think
Sure,
so.
yeah. No, I failed. I failed very badly.
Who was it?
Oh, that's right, because poor
Leif?
Elias was Leif. Was it Marook who got a crit success?
I think it was. I'm going back through the rolls just to make sure.
That actually that rings a bell. I think it very well might have been. So you are actually at level 2 in your branch because of that crit success, and you can start working on your secondary branch. Yes. Don't worry. Elias will catch
there's more
up.
classes?
I
We have a
promise.
whole nother class?
You
Oh,
do.
boy.
So many classes. So that's just a note for you guys so that I didn't forget to make that correction. Let's jump back in to these bug problems that you were helping Teacher Correed with. Like you guys mentioned, you checked at the Leshy Gardens last week. It was totally just last week. Wink, wink. And you did find those runes. They looked like they were runes for summoning or conjuration. Those were beetles there in the Leshy Garden. You have yet to check the speaker's stage and the kitchens, were the other 2 places that Teacher Correed mentioned. There being bugs that she wanted you to gather some samples of.
The 22, I don't know if this... Can we tell... I felt like I was confident last time that someone summoned the bugs, but also, is it the bugs that are forming the summoning things? I guess I'm a little confused. Does it look like the summons brought the bugs, or does it look like the bugs are drawing the summons?
It looks like the bugs are forming these patterns. Like they're wood beetles, right? So they're eating the wood and leaving paths behind. It looks like they are forming these runes, but not like they're doing it consciously.
Gotcha. Interesting.
They seem to be under some kind of influence. And you gathered some up and took some notes, maybe sketched out what these runes look like for teacher can read. Because you're being research assistants right now. You don't have to figure everything out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that teacher doing with Rix?
They put a rag over his face and they're dragging him off into the bushes.
Must be a secret assignment.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, as
kitchens,
you are wrapping up here in the Leshy Gardens, there is a puff of purple smoke, and Rix and Megara vanish. There is a note where Rix just was. It says, "Do not worry, I will return your cohort mate shortly."
They're not going to do planar quantum leaps.
No, not quite. I'm thinking unless Tom objects, I have a DM PC I'm going to insert here for funsies to be the person who spirits y'all off. I have a high-level wizard that I think would be fun to sort of throw in here as a teacher who's a weirdo and just spirits you guys away for research projects from time to time.
Sure, that sounds great. I love that idea.
So you will meet her probably shortly.
The kitchens you said, and then what was the other location?
The kitchens and the speaker's stage. Let me change my map here so I can ping. Jet, I noticed this has brought you to 4 hero points. Could you throw one of those out, please?
Oh, sure.
Because you're not actually allowed to have 4. The speaker's stage is... Am I on the correct layer? I am. So, shift ping is down to the south here, sort of out on a little island. And you know where the kitchens are. They're over by your dormitory.
Sure. Yeah, and we were coming clockwise, so we should hit the kitchens up next.
Yeah, you are on your way from the Leshy Gardens over here. So, sort of north of the dining hall. So you could absolutely stop there on your way to the speaker stage.
I think we should stop at the dining hall on our way to the speaker stage. Let's just, so we don't have to backtrack.
That's a good plan.
As you come up to the dining hall, you see Limisi Yao standing out front, keeping anyone from entering. She has a basket of mangoes, and she's handing one to another student. As you come up, I'm sorry, but the kitchen is closed. Take a mango. I'm sorry.
We've been sent to. We're research assistants. We're supposed to be looking into bugs.
Oh, thank goodness. I could tell you then, even though I don't want this to get out among the other students. We've been seeing a lot of mites recently. I received a large basket of fresh cassava. When I opened it, there were so many mites in it that I dropped the basket, spilling the cassava and the mites across the floor. I asked my assistant, Abena, to sweep up the mess while I shooed everyone away. You can go in. Please, take as many as you like.
That's a tragedy. Akina licks her lips.
Quit selling. I'm sold. Fruit and bugs. No. The basket that had the delivery is that in the kitchen as well? Perhaps that could give us a clue who sent that.
Yes, it's still there. Please feel free to take it.
Excellent. Lass will head towards the kitchen then.
As you enter the kitchen, please roll me some shiny perception checks.
Perception or initiative perception?
Initiative perception. So I presume none of you are sneaking into the kitchen, you know? You could be, but I don't think you are.
Nah.
This thing is on the wrong layer.
Oh, that is a tasty morsel.
What you see as you enter the kitchen, is a bit more than you might have been expecting when she said mites. You see a swarm of centipedes here in the kitchen, just swarming over everything. You do not see Abena, but you hear a lid rattle off at the corner on this cauldron. Let me behind the turn order. You hear the lid on this cauldron slam shut, and hear help.
We're here.
Elias gets to go first. Help! There's too many of them.
Oh, all right. Okay. So Elias will take a move action. Is the table going to be like difficult terrain, or can I get over the table?
Yeah,
pretty easily.
Let's just say if you're moving, the table's difficult terrain. If you're on it, there's stuff up there. You gotta worry about falling off the edge, that kind of thing. And so getting onto it, getting off it will take a double move.
Okay.
While you're on it, blah blah.
Okay. Elias will draw his warhammer in this square. Then he'll take a step up to this square, and then he will verbally. He can do this thing called a shielding strike, which is his Magus focus spell. So he can cast or raise his shield and make an attack in the same roll. So that's what I'll do, and raise my shield as I strike out at this creature.
All right. Show me that strike.
All right.
Can Elias smash this swarm of bugs? That is a 26.
A 26.
To hit this swarm of bugs, which it does, you manage to squash quite a few of them, but many of them skitter out of the way, evading your hammer, which does bludgeoning damage. Hard to hit a swarm of centipedes.
Indeed.
With a hammer.
That's my turn.
But very well done indeed. Akina.
Akina is going to heroically step up here.
Run away?
As one move action. And then she is going to brandish her holy symbol in Elias's general direction and sort of wave it sort of in the general direction of the swarm and cast Forbidding Ward. And as she does so, I believe I've described her eyes as glowing sort of a light, sort of golden orange color. And I think Elias is going to get be surrounded with a sort of image or hologram of flames around him. It gives him a +1 armor class versus specifically the swarm, which that might do nothing because swarms are crazy, but Akina is not geared for swarms at all.
Fair. I mean, yeah, they're better now than they have been in previous.
It also, I believe, gives you a +1 saving throw. I will double check on that, and I will click it so it should pop up for everyone to read.
Very nice, very nice. So that's a runaway and a 2-action spell. Revy.
Yep.
All right, Revy takes in a deep breath and breathes a line of electric energy.
Ooh, very, very nice. Does that have a save? I imagine it does. Reflex save.
Reflex.
Does a 20 make your reflex save? This is class or spell DC. What's your guys' class DC at level 2? Who has it written down?
Dan.
It'd be 17 if you maxed out your key ability, but it might be charisma if it's a spell-like thing. I don't know.
Mine's 18. Trained
Mine's
plus
8,
4.
Yeah, hers says higher of class or spell DC. Either way, I think a 20 is going to make it.
Yeah.
Because if it's 17 or 18, right around there, so it'll take half. So that'll be 2 electric damage. And let's mark on. Look at that! You put a handy dandy 2 rounds until you can use it again right there. Do we have a handy, a good breath weapon one? I like to mark these on the tokens. I do. I'll let you find a good one. out of those
Right.
few little token markers we have.
Yeah. And then last action.
Oh yes.
Revi. Oh man, I forget how that works. Hold on. Sorry, it's been a minute.
What are we forgetting how it works?
Oh, the mastermind bracket. We'll cast shield.
Oh yes, you want to make a recall knowledge
Yeah, hold on.
on that centipede swarm. It will be a nature check.
I might want to wait because I think it's the start of your next turn. Yeah. Now I'm gonna wait and just cast shield.
All right, sounds like a plan.
First spell.
First spell, so exciting. This swarm is going to do what swarms do best. It's gonna move into Elias's space. But you two are so much closer together, but it's not that smart. And it's gonna swarm. Elias is going to take 6 piercing damage with a basic reflex save. Its DC is higher than yours.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to take the +1 from Akina on this as well.
Right.
And I have bulwark as well with my special armor. But I got a natural 20.
Oh, beautiful. You take no damage, but it will take its last action to swarm once again. So give me one more reflex save there, Elias, as you are covered in centipedes. Ooh.
That would actually be at least an 18. Let me see if it's adding the +3. So that's actually a 21.
Oh, with the 21, you're going to make it. So you'll only take 4 piercing damage. And you're not exposed to the venom. Lucky you.
Okay.
You don't care about being swarmed all over by centipedes. Marook.
Marook doesn't like being this close to swarms of things. He has a natural aversion to swarms
Why
of
not?
things. And he just kind of looks at Revi and says, sorry about this. And he just kind of like smashes both fists together, and this happens. I require a fortitude save from Revi and the swarm.
Wow.
18.
I'm sure glad it's my best save. Okay. 16.
All right. You both fail and are both pushed 5 feet away from me and take 4 damage each.
All right. What kind of damage is that?
Bludgeoning.
Ooh, the centipedes are blown back all over the table, but there don't appear to be any less of them.
It is also technically area damage, as it is a 5-foot emanation.
What is that, like a shelf? Can I go further back into the shelf? Where does Revi go?
Yeah, not to that. How about we'll push you sort of.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll push you into the room. Like, technically, you should probably be pushed back, but this will do. Since we don't have any more in the other direction off the map. So, Revi is pushed sort of towards the shelf and around it by this burst of air coming off of Marook.
Perfect. And then as the last action, raises the shield.
All right. Would you do me a favor, Leif, and look up? You said this is also area damage, but your spell says bludgeoning damage. So can you see what the current meta is on when it has a weakness to one of the types and resistance to the other? What we should do?
They cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out.
I already know this.
Nice. Very well done. I would give you a hero point, but you're maxed out.
That is okay.
So it will take your 2 since they cancel each other out. Elias.
It was 4 for full damage.
4. Another 2.
Yeah. I did not know that. I didn't know. Okay. So I think it's going to be a similar situation with Elias, who is going to cast a spell strike. So he's going to start swirling his hammer, and he's going to cast acid splash through his bludgeoning weapon as well. So let's get that out of the way first. So here's my attack.
Come on, roll 20. I believe in you.
Oh, let's go! Another 27.
27 is a hit.
Or 6
Not quite a
damage.
crit.
And
All
then...
right. You smashed a couple of them beneath your great big hammer.
Yes, let me just double check Acid Splash. I've got it as 1d6, but let me just make sure that's right. Yep, 1d6 plus 1. So since that hit...
Very
So,
nice. 7.
yeah.
And you managed to splash a bunch of those centipedes.
Mm-hmm.
Taking out a large number of them this time. Well done.
And then with my last action, I guess I will enter my Arcane Stance. Or Arcane Cascade. So I kind of plant my feet into the ground and let the magic come over me.
Exciting. Good stuff. Akina.
Akina is going to, still brandishing her holy symbol, sustain the forbidding ward so that Elias maintains that +1 armor class, +1 saving throw. And then with the remaining 2 actions is going to cast, because I don't think there's anything that prevents me from doing this. I could be wrong. First time spellcaster in Pathfinder 2e. Could I then cast Bless? Because Forbidding Ward has a sustain and Bless just has a duration.
Yeah, as long as you have the actions to do it, you can.
Okay, so yeah.
And we don't have to worry about the whatever 5e craziness is about. Well, you can only cast this devil's, but we cast this devil's.
Well, there's a 5-foot emanation around me. It's not affecting anyone yet, but I can do things with it.
Yes, you can. All right, Revy.
Revy will do a knowledge nature check on this buddy since they can't breathe on it again. Oh, it's a centipede thing. Okay, cool. It's a 7. Let's see. Second action. I don't really have much that's good against thorns.
Yeah, they're centipedes.
Yeah, they're centipedes. Cool. Revy will take a step. I don't want to. No. Yeah, we'll move over here. Scamper over to the pot on the other side of the table, and pull out a bow.
All right.
Maybe I can spare one.
Maybe.
I
believe in you.
Yeah.
Continuing to attempt to swarm over Elias. I think they're not having a whole lot of luck, but they're centipedes, and he came up here with a hammer and tried to squash a bunch of them. Swarm. Give me a reflex save, Elias.
Oh man! All right. So that's actually a 15. Still probably fail.
A 15 is a failure. You're going to take 5 piercing damage. And I need... and you are exposed to the venom. So I need a fortitude save for that venom.
Really lucky. Another natural 20.
You promptly are uncaring about that venom. It swarms again.
Okay. +4 to this, so 25.
Oh yeah, that
Yep.
You make that one. So you're gonna take 4 piercing damage, and then one last. As they continue to swarm all over you, Elias. One more reflex save.
All right.
They're getting inside. Oh no! They're getting inside your armor, and they're biting you, and it's terrible. Take 2 more piercing damage and give me a fortitude save.
Okay. That's a 21.
That'll do it. You're not poisoned, but you are getting bit all over by centipedes. And it's not
Thank you,
pleasant.
Akina. I think your Forbidding Ward is giving me a +1 to that save. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm super glad that that's actually been useful at all.
All right, Marook.
I think Marook is going to get really he's getting a little disturbed by this swarm of bugs. His facade is cracking a little bit, and he's gonna go ahead and shock it.
Do it.
Shock it. There it goes. Okay. I require a reflex save from them.
They did make their reflex save, but that's a basic save, so they'll take half. You do manage to shock a few of those centipedes. They twitch and fall off of Elias.
And he's going to back up. What?
He's gonna what?
He's gonna back out of the kitchen slowly.
All right.
Yes. That's it, Marook. Good help.
All right, Elias. You're being swarmed by centipedes.
Go find that gigantic snake. So I will first. I will first take a swing at this creature.
Get it.
Let me just double check. I'm trying to figure out how I can recharge my. So I'm going to do a single action to recharge my spell strike as my first action, and my second and third action I'm going to do what I did last time with my warhammer and try and deliver acid splash. So here we go.
That was highly effective. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to hit though.
You do.
So here we go. 10 is no good.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to use one of those juicy hero points because I'm hurt.
Do it.
There's that.
I think it's Reginald.
All right, D20 plus 8. A natural 20.
That's a crit.
Oh boy, getting so lucky with the dice. So that would be 10 bludgeoning, and then 12 acid.
So you bring your hammer down in the middle of that swarm, and it just explodes out with acid, and the centipedes disperse, running off in every little edge and corner of the kitchen, no longer swarming over you and your armor. Clear this before I close it.
That was disgusting. Who wants papaya?
Revy will kind of glare at Marook and then walk over to the pot and take the lid off. Hello?
Hey, are they gone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I thought they were just mites, and then there were centipedes everywhere.
Yes, it was quite appalling. There were so many of them, but I think we have dispersed of them. We came back here to investigate how they might have gotten in here. You say they kind of just came out of the basket where the fruit was delivered?
The swarm, it came out of nowhere. At first there were mites, and I was sweeping up the mites, and then these centipedes just came out of every crevice in the kitchen.
That's strange. Perhaps we could take a look around and heal.
Yes, whatever you want. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Akina, for protecting me. I felt the grace of what deity did I feel the grace of?
Adanye. Also, chug these 2 healing elixirs.
Excellent. That will certainly get me back into tip-top shape. Thank you.
You're able to gather some of the centipedes as they disperse to bring some specimens back for Harid. Limisi is also very grateful for your help, and she gives you a lemon-flavored potion of water breathing. and 2 cat's eye elixirs that taste like cinnamon.
I love the flavoring. I love that.
For your help.
As we're drinking the potions, or as Elias is, he's just gonna take a look around to see if he sees any more of those runes, those arcane runes that we found, or just if there's any source of centipedes, or if it's just dirty kitchen.
No, there's no more of the runes or anything, and the kitchen is clean. In fact, you notice probably between a lot of you, someone would know, but there's a copper coin and a jar of water by the window that's supposed to keep away bugs. She's also got marigolds planted in another part of the kitchen. Like there shouldn't be any bugs in this kitchen.
Well, we'll put that on the weird stuff list and maybe start piecing some of these puzzles together. Perhaps the speaker stage will shed some light onto the bug infestation.
Here's hoping. For no particular reason, I just feel very uncomfortable in this kitchen.
All right. It's easy enough to make your way down to the speaker's stage with your samples in hand. The speaker's stage is on the west end of the island and extends out into the canal on an artificial island. Several large stone basins form a ring around a grand stage on top, magically illuminating it. And you can easily see delicate water striders all over the island, skating back and forth on the water. They're plainly agitated, but look like they will be difficult to catch. What do you do? How are you going to go about catching these bugs?
These water striders, you say?
Yes.
Well, I've got crafting. If there looks like there's some stuff around, perhaps we could knit some nets or use nature to attract them to figure out what they like, sort of a trap and a net.
You could build some little nets. Give me that nature check.
Well, while Elias is doing that, Marook is going to try his hand at water bending, and he's going to try and pick with Mage Hand up just a clump of the water with some of the bugs on it.
Give me a thievery check, Marook.
Thievery?
Mm-hmm.
I can't just cast
agile
the spell.
hands. You can just cast the spell, but let's see how agile your hands are as you cast the spell.
That's a 14.
The bugs all manage to slip out of the water as you lift it up.
Marook just gets frustrated and Mage Hand throws the water at across the lake.
You wanted nature checks?
Yes, you can make a nature check to attempt to. Elias was specifically building a trap.
Okay. Would that be building a trap? Would that be nature or survival?
You could use a survival check too.
Because I've got nature and survival. I could do either or. Better at nature.
Well, what are you doing? Elias was making a net. And
Elias is more of an idea man. Elias doesn't have nature or survival.
Elias has made a net and is looking from the net to the water striders plaintively, apparently.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what feels more appropriate, despite it not mechanically being the most advantageous, would be a survival check from my perspective. So I will roll survival to. Nope, we cannot. Akina's like, this is a net. This is a net, Elias. Fantastic job. Let's just put it over here in this bush out of the way. I don't know what you intended to do with that, but it's obviously not going to work.
Insect lore.
As you're doing this, a small crowd of townspeople start to gather across the canal. What kind of show are you putting on?
Revy looks at the bugs. Oh.
Get him!
Do we need to distract them?
Their shouts seem to be good natured. Anybody have society?
I
do.
That's entirely Tom.
I'm actually going to use a 0.3 roll that because I know I can do better with that.
Revy realizes that the speaker stage often has impromptu performances that the townspeople will pay attention to. They're pretty good most of the time, so they probably think that you're putting on some kind of a show. That's why they're shouting at you.
They're expecting a performance. We're by the stage and everything, you know? I rolled a 21 on nature if I know anything that would attract the bugs.
Oh, yes. Revy realizes that these water striders really like some of those purple flowers over there, and you could probably like lure them over and then grab them in a jar.
Revy will pick a couple flowers and hand them to their cohort. Except for Marook. Marook doesn't get one.
That's not right. Marook is entirely too prepossessed with trying to show off for the townsfolk now.
Oh, yes. Tell us about how Marook is showing off for the townsfolk, please.
He's using Mage Hand to pull clumps of water up out of the body of water, throw them up into the air, and then he electrocutes the blobs of water with electric arc, and he just kind of like he's making little weird water fireworks.
Yeah,
Nice. Give me a performance check.
So tempted to have Akina start dancing now that people are like, do stuff.
Do it.
Oh, ew.
Marook, probably being Marook, is very absorbed in this water firework thing and doesn't even notice that Akina has started doing a dance behind the water firework or thing that he's doing. And the crowd is absolutely loving it. So Marook probably thinks they love him.
Yeah, Akina's like, I don't know what to do with this net. Good net, Elias. Throws it on a bush, and then people are like, what are you doing? Put on a show. And Akina's like, critically failed her society check. Is like, I don't know. And I guess just like awkwardly starts dancing and then just gets into it.
Well, Revy did say that they wanted a show.
Yeah. Yeah, Akina probably froze for a second, and then Revy said that, and she's like, I guess I gotta do it.
That's a thing I can do. As the crowd is very pleased with this dance performance, and as they start to disperse, a finely dressed member of the crowd steps to the edge of the canal and says, well done. I am Asanda. You have my regards. You guys can make a society check for me to see if you recognize him. As he deftly pulls a piece of paper from his pocket, folds it into a paper boat, places something inside it, pushes it across the canal towards you. You all four of you who made society checks here. That's all of you today. Tom is not here. You all realize that Asanda is one of the 11 magistrate mayors who govern Natambu. The boat, as it reaches you, contains a chest feather token. He tips his hat to you and strides off into the crowd.
Oh, and just so you know, Nick, just in case it ever does come up, I do just due to the way Akina was built, she ended up with Natambu lore. If that
I would have that would have also done it. Your society check was enough. So you probably would have known right off the bat. That's right, because that's the one you picked for your additional lore.
Okay, so the chest feather token, when it appears, it opens. The chest can hold up to 10 bulk worth of items, and then closed, it transforms again. This time into a key. All right, cool. So it's basically like a one-time bag of holding.
Right.
Looks good.
That's pretty neat. neat, actually.
So you can put like your emergency supplies in it.
Very cool.
Quite good. And you've managed to capture some water striders to take back to Teacher Kareem.
So hopefully, if we provide all these bugs and details, then the big brain teachers will be able to sort of piece together what might be causing them. Is that our hopes?
That's the idea.
Okay.
Remember, Kareed told you that the bugs on campus are acting weird, and because she's the bug expert, it's her problem. So she made it your problem, and you had to go out and find the bugs for her, so that she could study them. When you return her office with your samples, she good, you're back. Took you long enough. What did you find?
Got some little water bugs. And Revy will hold out a jar.
I found that centipedes are resistant to most physical damage. And he like reaches into his armor and hands out some of the centipedes and the mites that we found inside the kitchen.
And the bugs in the Leshy Gardens were eating or chewing a summoning circle of some sort? Wasn't that right, Revy?
Well, at least.
And was there another set of insects that we missed?
Nope, those are the three. Oh, that might indicate a larger problem. I will look into it. Thank you for your help. Put the insects into one of the terrariums, please. But not the centipedes, but the other insects. They're carnivorous.
I was going to just be like, we put them all in one terrarium, just filled to the top.
Fool!
No.
And she waves you off. Giving you the sort of the rest of your day. And this is like your first like assignment that you've made it through. So you can give me
freeze frame.
You can give me a check for your school to see if you learned anything from this experience.
I can already tell you I didn't. I know how school goes.
You can make a study check.
Okay.
We're gonna make a study check.
With your relevant skills. I have them somewhere.
Mine's definitely intimidation because it's one of my very few skills.
It is definitely intimidation.
Mine's crafting your library, lore.
Man, what you guys are
I am
talking
bad at all of my skills, but let's roll deception, diplomacy, or society. And society came up so often there at the end. Let's roll society.
Right?
I'm gonna hero point that.
You're gonna hero point it? Okay.
Yeah. Have my chicken.
I will take your chicken.
I'm gonna hero point my 12 as well.
All right.
15 probably does not do it. I can't remember what the DC is.
I think 15 is the DC at this level. DC's by level. Luckily, the Snathus page comes up really easy in my history all the time. Yes. Well, no, because you're still 15 is enough. Because you don't have a level yet, right?
I thought it did.
I am level 1 for the Emerald Bows.
All right. Well, 15 is still enough because it's DC 15 for level 1.
Okay.
So that's a success. And you may advance to level 2.
Revy.
Marook, are you advancing your secondary branch there?
I was going to ask you about that. I think he's going to continue on with his primary branch unless I'm not allowed to advance past level 2. I guess that I actually
you're not allowed to advance past level 2.
So yes, my secondary branch will be advanced, and I critically succeeded again after I used a hero point to reroll. And
now this one, if you want to keep your hero point, you can, because you know that 17 was enough. And
Give me my
you can't,
piggyback.
and you can't advance twice anyway, because your secondary branch is half your level. I think you can pick it up. I think. Can you pick up your hero points?
I don't think so.
No. No, I think you can. You should be able to take card, right?
Oh yeah, from the deck, not from the map though. So,
Not from the map?
I thought
let
you
you-
could pick it back up, but I could be misremembering.
oh yeah, right click, take card.
Yeah.
Right click, take card.
Yeah. You can take them off the map, but I think I disabled them from the. I don't think you can take them from the deck.
Aha! I got it to work. Okay.
You shouldn't be able to anyway. You might be.
I'll try my intimidation. It's about right.
Oh, poor Elias.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna hero point it. I know we're gonna have more chances, but I'm studying hard, so here we go. I just 50-50 shot. A little bit under 50-50, so.
Well, and you can always cram too. Oh no! Oh, poor Elias.
Why can't I just fight a
Elias
centipede swarm?
Here,
Elias is
take-
having no luck.
Elias, take my origami frog.
Oh, you're far too kind, but I need it. I mean, I'm like 16 Red Bulls in. All right, are you gonna get? You want me to roll one more?
You
Yep, that's what that hero point's for. Roll that again.
Okay.
you may indeed roll one more.
There you go.
16.
And also, as you're struggling, 4 or 5 Red Bulls in, Essie takes note of your struggle. And since she's been studying with you a bit, you guys have been doing your little fight club, sparring club together. She studies with you, and you get to treat your success as a critical success.
Dope. I needed that. Oh, you read the inside of the books, Elias says.
Yes.
As she helps me. Okay. Awesome.
So you get to go up to level 2
Awesome.
with Tempest Sun Mages. You got one of the best friends, because Essie is the other Tempest Sun Mage.
It's my gal. She's in my fight club, right?
She is, yeah.
Yeah. I like
It's
her.
Essie, Hiram, and Mariama.
Very cool.
And now you. But yeah, it's you and Essie are the Tempest Sun Mages.
All right. I'm updating my academia subsystem. Essie and I are friends.
Yes. So you have that the classroom advantage. Your successes to study for the Sun Tempest Mages are critical successes instead. All right. With that, you guys have finished your assignment. You have some free time. You have the Star Day tournament coming up on Star Day. But until then, you're just going on doing your classes. And I think we'll take a break and come back for the tournament in about 5 minutes. That'll be 40 after the hour, right about. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your break. We did a little bit of bookkeeping and got everybody's branches all sorted. They're getting all kinds of shiny academic bonuses that I'm sure will not help them at all in the future. They're just there to look good, I'm sure. But we come back. It's a few days later. these PCs all week have been excited about the Star Day tournament ever since they first saw these flyers, especially Elias. It's worth noting that Hybrom in particular has been nerding out with you about this, Elias. Has been incredibly psyched. He's planning to enter with Essie and Mariama. You can have up to 6 people on a team. So I presume the 4 of you are going to be a team.
5. We don't want to forget the Raven or Crow.
I was gonna say Rix is still not back, notably, from whatever this strange research project is. Hopefully whoever left that note is actually planning to bring him back and is not evil. Who knows? Y'all aren't worried. It's fine.
You can't trust a mysterious note after your friend disappears into a cloud of smoke. What can you trust? Would be my question.
I
It's
mean,
true.
if I know one thing about the Magambi, I know that weird magical hijinks happen. Probably. Here's a roll.
Yes, weird magical hijinks happen. And also, there are some pretty strong wards around the school, so it's probably not too bad, right? Because you haven't pissed off anybody strong enough to, like, overcome the wards. Hopefully. Maybe Rix has. You don't know. You haven't done it that long. Maybe he did something totally crazy. But you, over the course of the week, you do hear that this tournament is organized by Mafika Ayawari, who just came back from the fabled Ruby Phoenix tournament. His team did not win, but they did very well. And he's come back to the school and is working on training the next generation of fighters so that maybe the Magambia can take that crown the next time that there is a Ruby Phoenix tournament. As on Star Day morning, a throng of students crowds around the edge of the cleared sparring space near the Leshy Gardens. Josiah waves from an open spot near the front. You haven't been to one of these yet, have you? Huh, you're in for quite a treat. Flashes you a bright grin. A tall young woman wearing the simple wooden mask of an attendant waits in the middle of the clearing, staff at the ready. A loud rustle blows through the surrounding trees. Stepping out from behind the hedge is a 10-foot-tall construct made of branches woven into a humanoid frame. It holds a wooden sparring sword in one hand and a large wooden shield in the other. Within the construct, plainly in control, a smiling Leaf Leshy gives a brief wave. The construct bows to the attendant and adopts a defensive stance. Signing up is easy. Desire purrs helpfully. It can be quite fun, really. You just need to step forward. Within the sparring ground, the attendant has already been knocked flat on her back, looking up in surprise and fear at the wooden blade aimed at her throat. The construct sheathes the sword with a flourish and offers a hand up. From the hedge erupts a chorus of cheers from several Leshies relaxing amid the leaves. Teacher Ayawari chuckles and calls the name of the next combatant. Hybrom, Essie, and Mariama step up, winning their first bout handily. Would you all like to step up as a team all together?
Can't stop Elias from stepping into that ring.
But Elias, yes. You could all fight separately, should you so desire. But up to 6 participants can enter as a team, but only 2 people can participate in each bout. There are 3 bouts to win.
Gosh, without Rix and Magira, we're so boned. We have 1 combatant.
Well, no, we do have that skeleton friend who seems to show up at very opportune moments. I don't know, it's a friend of yours.
I think Akina is going to follow on Elias's heels. I think they're going to tag team this thing.
For the first bout?
Sure.
You can also, real quick, give me a round of perception checks as Hybrom, Essie, and Mariama fight fight their bout.
Yeah, I guess I would also say, is there any advantage that we wouldn't all just fight this creature other than pride?
You can only have 2 fighters in each bout. Your team can have up to 6. There's 3 bouts.
Oh, sorry. I misheard. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no worries. So there are 4 of you. 2 of you can enter the ring at a time. There is no prohibition against fighting multiple times, so Elias could fight in every bout. The time between bouts is pretty short, so there will not be time to heal up in between. With that perception check, Elias is going to, and Akina are both going to notice that these constructs are weak, particularly in the joints. Mechanically, this is to critical hits, and to fire because they're made of wood.
We definitely voice that to our companions.
Here is what the first constructs in the first bout look like.
Gosh, that looks like an evil leafy skittermander inside of a giant.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's a friendly fleshy. It
Does not look
want to
friendly.
murder you.
It would probably look friendly if it didn't have those black eyes with the aggressive eyebrows and then the very pointed, like, just angry looking mouth.
Does have quite pointy teeth. It's true. I'm not sure why it has such pointy teeth. But yes, so Akina and Elias want to do this first round, or?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
And Elias looks back and goes, Revi, Marook, take notes because you guys have got the next one.
Where should we put ourselves?
You're coming onto the field from opposite this construct here.
All right.
Go ahead and roll me those initiative checks.
All right. If it's cool, I'm going to, enter with my weapon and shield drawn.
Oh yes, that is certainly acceptable. You sort of know that you're walking into a tournament ring. All right. Elias gets to act first as you step into the ring with this leaf leshy in its wooden mecha armor.
Okay. I'm going to do some pre-buffing. I think I'm going to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, I guess, cast Ray of Frost at this creature. So we'll do that. Which will be a D20 plus 6. See if it hits. I don't plan to do this very often, so I don't really have a macro for it. So does a 20 hit its AC?
20 does hit.
Okay, I don't know if it even matters because it's a construct, but we'll see. And that is going... Oh, I should roll the damage, huh? That is going to be a D4 plus 2 of cold damage. So it's going to take 4 cold damage if it takes cold.
Certainly seems to.
And then I'm going to enter my Arcane Cascade stance. And that'll be my whole turn.
All right. Well, this Leshy makes a big show of getting hit. And then strides forward twice. And I suppose a third time to get up in your face, Elias. But it's strutting across the field to you. Akina.
Akina is going to step away from this large creature with melee weaponry.
It swings its sword at you as you do, missing horribly.
And then I think the Forbidding Ward's coming back out, targeting Baleshi and Elias. So he has a +1 armor class and saving throws against anything this creature throws at him.
Okay.
So once again, flame-like armor sort of hovers just like a fraction of an inch over your actual armor, enhancing you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Elias.
All right, in the arcane stance, I will kind of swing my hammer around as it begins. I swing it so fast it begins to catch fire as I try and spell strike with produce flame.
All right.
24.
24
Ooh.
hits.
Okay, that's actually going to be 1 more point of damage because I get a bonus for being in my arcane stance. So it gets 1 extra force damage. So that's
Nice.
9 bludgeoning, 5 fire, and 1 force for a total of 15.
15, and it's weak to fire. It it drops its sword, and I yield. The round is yours.
I wish I wouldn't have spent that round buffing. No, Elias doesn't say that, but excellent. I tap my warhammer to my chest in a sign of respect to our Leshy friend, and I exit the arena.
In the second bout, your friends end up tapping out due to some bad luck. But you get 5 minutes between bouts. Notably, you notice during this round that it is okay to cast spells that affect your teammates from outside, even if you are not entered. You notice one of the other teams doing it, and they don't seem to get in trouble.
And what type of creature did they fight the second round? Same type of wood construct?
Yes, but this time, instead of just that shield bearer, there is also one of these guys.
Oh no.
With
that looks
sickle
even-
hands.
Yeah, even creepier.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
Where's the
banana
hook?
toes. They have banana toes.
They do have banana toes, it's true. So who would like to be our two to actually enter the battlefield in our second bout?
Revy kind of
Marook will
looks.
step in.
Revy will look at Marook and then join him.
Let me,
All right, give me those initiatives.
I need to grab my token.
Oh, that's not the one I want. Where is my shield bearer? There it is. Do. Initiative. And do a sort. Jet, Akina, would you like to be in the initiative order? Or Elias to buff your friends from the sidelines?
I don't have any of that good stuff, unfortunately.
my longest range buff is Forbidding Ward, which is 30 feet, so I don't think I can actually help.
As long as it has a range of 30 feet or more, it is acceptable.
Okay, well, if I am allowed to, then sure. So, here goes. So many tabs.
So many tabs.
Continuing my
Before-
tradition of rolling poorly on initiative, even with a good initiative character.
All right, well, Revy is first.
Before we step into the ring, Marook will tell Revy, all right, so we're going to want to do a little, like, pincer move thing. You go around the side and attack them from the side, and I'll attack them from the front. Ready, go, team, go.
Okie Captain. And Revy will start with a knowledge check on Mr. Small Guy. What would that be? Nature?
Yeah, or crafting would also do in this case. Or
Okay.
Arcana, because they're leshies. I think
I
makes
think
sense.
it is 21.
Yes, this is a leshy riding in a construct made of wood. You saw them building these. They are weak to fire and critical hits. This one looks like it's probably gonna try to trip you with those sickles.
Okay.
And they're gonna be particularly dangerous if you are flat-footed or prone.
Cool. All right, then Ravi will take a shot with the bow. Due to masterminding, pretty sure he's flat-footed to me. I'm so sorry. It's been a minute here.
I know.
Yeah, he's flat-footed to me. So I will take a shot with my short bow, and then scamper around as instructed.
A 23 is a hit, not quite a crit, very close.
Darn. For 10 damage, including that sneak attack.
Ow. That hurt. It did use a free action to yield. Marook.
Oh.
Leif, you're muted, my friend.
Dang it. Marook just kind of smirks. This is going to be too easy, and he spends his full turn. Let's see how far away are these guys. Ah, yes. He spends his full turn doing his summoning thing.
Yes, as one does.
As one does.
And then your zombie gets its 2 actions.
Will step up.
Mm-hmm.
It was the hook guy that surrendered, right?
The hook guy has surrendered, yes.
Okay.
As your zombie steps up, the shield bearer swings its sword at your zombie with a 15 to hit.
Miss.
All right.
Just barely. Ooh, scary.
Very scary. Much well.
And will swing its scimitar for 14. That probably misses.
Oh, that's a miss. It goes wide.
All right, they're both missing each other.
They are indeed. This shield bearer swings its sword at the zombie with an 18
That'll hit.
for 8 slashing damage. Swings the second time. Oh, and misses horribly with its third action. Raises its shield. This sickle hand gets off the field because it has surrendered. Akina, would you like to cast any buffs or anything from the sidelines? Jet, you're talking to yourself now.
Forbidding ward on the skeleton? Because I'm guessing it's an ally.
Yes, it is. It is your ally.
And quick question, Leif. I don't know if you've ever described it. What does it look like when you summon these creatures?
Oh, I will gladly describe it again. Marook, his eyes, he shuts his eyes. He scratches an arcane symbol in the ground beneath him with his talons. At the same time, he's chanting some very disgusting words, like not like offensive or anything. It sounds bad to your ears. And the final seconds, he draws a blue orb out of his lantern and thrusts it into the middle of the sigil that he's created, and opens his eyes, and his eyes are glowing a pale blue. And at the end of this, a skeleton claws its way out of the ground about 30 feet away from him, notably with the same glowing blue eyes.
Nice. Thank you. I needed that mental imagery.
It's a long description. I try not to do it every time.
Yeah, I get it.
Great. It's wonderful. So Akina casts Forbidding Ward on this Skelly. And then it's Revy's turn.
Right. Revy will do a crafting check on this thing, see if there's anything else that they can glean from it. It's higher DC, right? But I can still get more, correct? Is that what we decided for Mastermind? All right. Let's see if I...
You haven't done one on this
Oh, you're right. I have not.
Yeah.
20.
Yes. That shield bearer has the same weakness as its friend did, but you've also noticed it has an attack of opportunity, and a shield that it can block with.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're gonna do a nice little short bow strike. 13. My misses.
That's a miss. Yeah.
And we'll fish for crits with a second attack.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, no.
10 is also a miss. Yeah. All right, Marook.
All right. Marook is going to do a thing.
A thing?
He's so glad that he gets to do his wombo combo.
Oh no.
With his skeleton firmly in the way of this, he, with his 2 actions, because he's sustaining that, casts Grim Tendrils. Fortitude save from the Leshy, please.
God, this poor Leshy gets a 22.
All right.
So that's a success.
Only takes half damage. Oh man. All right, takes 1 damage. That's all right. But my skeleton gets back 3 health because it's negative. Because it's negative. Blah. You know.
Yes.
And that was my suite of actions. The skeleton still gets
to try and smack it. Yes.
A 1 and a 2. I said a 1 and a 2. Ooh, 23 to hit.
Oh, a 23 will hit, and so will a 19.
For 3 damage each time, just hacking into this thing.
Smack. The construct will use its shield block on one of those. What is its hardness on this shield? 3. So it will only take one of those effectively. And then it will strike back. Smack at that zombie. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 slashing damage.
Oh, and the skeleton is scattered across the battleground.
Ah, good.
Oh well, it has DR too, right? Doesn't this?
It's resistance 5. So
okay.
10 overcomes and takes out its 4 HP. Just.
Oh yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
This shield bearer then uses its second 2 actions to strut up into Marook's face. Akina, would you like to do anything? Jet, you're talking to yourself.
Again, forbidding ward on Marook, so Marook is now sort of surrounded by little flaming motes that are shielding him.
Good. Revy?
All right, let's breathe a line of electricity with cobalt breath. So 3 electric damage. He needs to make a reflex save. I think it's 18.
Fails the reflex save and takes 3 electric damage.
And next action. I forget what spells I prepared. Was it shield? Yes. Cast shield.
All right, Marook.
Does the whole like, oh no, somebody call an ambulance, but not for me, and he pulls. Yeah, he's going to raise his staff up into the air and allow his familiar this time to do the 3 moves, because this is actually acting as a free action. Drain familiar to recast animate dead.
Ooh, shine.
skeleton guard pops up in between the two of us. And Marook says, "Oh, protect me!" And the skeleton guard will do just that.
I love it. Oh, Marook is great.
All right. High rolls.
Oh, those are not high rolls, friend.
I'm gonna use a hero point to re-roll one of those. The first
All right.
one.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna roll a d20. See what I get. Oh God, that's not better. That's one better.
Yeah, 12 is still not enough. I'm sorry.
Can I use another hero point to re-roll the other attack?
No.
Okay.
Technically, I should be limiting you guys to 1 hero point a turn.
All right, 1 hero point a turn. Got it. Well, that's my turn.
It was a good try. I love that the zombie popped back up for you. The shield bearer will look at that zombie in surprise and smack it with a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
12 slashing damage.
This other skeleton is scattered across the battlefield.
Yep. And as it is scattered across the battlefield, Godstrike steps in and swings at Marook with a 9.
Oh, that'll miss. That'll super miss.
Akina, is there anything you'd like to do from the sidelines?
Just sustain that forbidding ward.
All right, Revy.
We'll make sure they are not muted, and then cast.
Important.
Yeah, Ray of Frost, another new spell.
Nice, shiny.
Kind of points a little icy ray. Shitty attack roll though.
Yeah, 10 is a miss.
Yeah, nice damage though. So it's 2 actions. Yep. Third action. I don't really want to get up there, so we're gonna shield again.
All right, Marook.
Yeah, this Marook.
Oh boy, I sure do.
Believe in you.
He's gonna reach out and touch this guy because he doesn't want to take an attack of opportunity. Oh wait, what? Is that?
This appears to have a fort save.
It does appear to have a fort save. So go. I'm pretty sure the range is touched though. So go ahead and make me a DC 18 fort save.
I mean that looks right. It comes when your hand radiates pale darkness. That is a success for half damage.
Yep, half damage. Only 2 damage. And then he's gonna raise a shield with his third action.
All right. Well, the shield bearer here. Manipulate or a move. You know, technically, this is still a manipulate because it has that somatic component, but I'll let you get away with it this one time. It's gonna smack you with a sword. 27 to hit you in the face.
It's a hit, but not a crit.
That's 18 slashing damage.
Oh my god!
It says, "Do you yield?"
He's gonna just miss his shield to negate 5 of that damage, and he'll say, "Never."
It smacks you again, or attempts to, with a 13.
That'll miss.
All right, Akina. Jet, you're muted. Talking to yourself.
All I said was is ranged healing considered a buff?
Ranged healing is okay.
Okay, yeah. Healing font. Hit up. 2 actions for the range.
Okay.
So
1.
That did
not...
Oh,
plus 8.
Yeah, plus 8.
It did roll a d8. Plus 8. Yeah. So that's 9. 9 healing, I assume, from Marook.
Yes.
Well, he looks much better now. Revy.
Revy will aim a little bit better and do another Ray of Frost. Come on!
also a miss.
I want to hero point that. No, it's not a miss.
Try again. Oh, 26 hits.
Is it a crit?
26. You did mastermind it, but does that only last till the start of your next turn?
It's a round, yeah.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah,
not quite. Not quite. So
all
close.
right. 5 damage, 5 cold.
Ow. Anything else? You do one action left.
Oh god. Shielding is useless when I'm back here. Oh, I can shoot it with a bow. Wow, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm very smart. I'm not used to playing a ranged fighter. Okay, yep. And point and then shoot. 27.
That is a crit.
Oh, cool.
6 piercing damage.
That does not have the minus multiple attack penalty.
Oh, my apologies. I
It will
forgot
still
about that.
hit.
Okay.
But it won't
thank
be
you.
a crit. Good catch. Marook. There is a construct in your face.
Oh, there's such short turnaround between turns. Makes it so difficult playing a spellcaster. I'm checking one other thing here. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, yeah, no, that's all I got right now. No, that doesn't seem right. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not gonna delay stuff. We're going for it. Marook says, "Get out of my face, sir." Oh, and cast Gale Blast. I don't know why. Syntax error.
Oh no, what have you done?
How did I break the character sheet?
I don't know. You changed something since the last time you cast it, apparently.
I require a fortitude save from the Leshy.
Alright. 26.
Oh, that's a success. It's not a critical success.
Oh good.
They're not pushed away, and they only take two bludgeoning damage.
Oh no.
Marook isn't feeling so great.
Does that have a thematic component, or is it just a?
It does, yes.
It smacks you, or tries. Oh, it does smack you.
I don't understand how these defensive spells are supposed to work then if they get to attack with these.
I'm pretty sure it's thematic. Am I crazy?
No, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah. There are other ones that don't. But anyway, 27 to smack your face.
That'll smack my face.
For 11 slashing damage.
Did I have any armor bonuses from the forbidding whatever ward?
I forgot to mention sustaining it, but I had the action economy to sustain it and do that heal.
Then
Okay.
yes.
So I get it's a +1, right?
Akina would not have forgot.
Yep. +1 to your armor class and to any saves if it were to provide any effects that require them.
Only 11 damage, not a crit.
That is much better for you, yes. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, he's just given
run
up.
away.
Yeah, Marook. Sorry,
Oh,
I
you
was
can't.
muted. Marook at the end of his turn will say, "That's all I've got. Please, no more. I give up."
You yield?
Yes, I yield. That's the word for it.
Construct will come over here.
I love how it's like,
and-
never smack. I give up.
and swing at Revy with a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll get him.
10 slashing damage. And then it swings with its last action. Oh, it's a 19 to hit.
That'll still get.
7 slashing damage.
Cool.
Do you yield?
Let's go with no.
Akina?
Oh wait, moving is provoking. Nope, not gonna yield.
That was its turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to do Forbidding Ward, but what I'm going to do, if I can, is a ranged heal.
You can do a ranged heal. Do you still? Yes, you may do a ranged heal.
I mean, I don't know if I could run around the feet, like the outside perimeter. So that's 2 plus 8.
Effectively.
So 10 hit points back. Man, I just roll hot garbage for healing and initiative.
Yeah. It is the worst. All right, Revy. You want to see if you can bring it home?
Oh yeah. All right, Revy's going to see if there's anything else that they can glean from this thing that raises the DC a bit more. Yeah, but I can still do
Something
it.
like that. You have to be able to still do it. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
For one action, you can also do that look over there thing.
Oh,
we
right.
talked about the deception.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I have deception, hold on. We're gonna do the mastermind. See if there's anything else I can glean. 25.
You see a weak spot, a particularly weak spot in the joint of its armor. You think you can get it.
All right. Revy drops their bow and stab. Oh wait, is dropping a bow an action or is that a free action? I'm sorry.
Free action to drop.
Okay, have free action to drop, pull out the dagger, and slash. Wow. Rest in peace, Revy.
Oh, a 12 is not enough.
Hero
even
point.
flat-footed.
Hero point.
I don't have one.
I have one. I will give you mine.
Oh, thank you. All right. In that case,
Roll better
Stabby stab.
than 4. Oh,
Wow.
3 is worse than a 4.
hero points and me don't get along.
You do have 1 action remaining. Would you like to fish for crits?
Yep. Okay.
A 9 is not a crit.
Okay, Revy will drop their dagger. Okay, fine.
Revy surrenders.
Yeah.
Well. The tournament goes on. One of the other teams walks away with the prize this time, but you do learn that these tournaments do happen about once a month, so you can try again next time.
Well, I think what's important to remember is we tried our best, and we're all still dear friends. So, and we're also all still alive.
I had to try so hard. You guys were trying to die out there. It's like you didn't even care. They just stood there.
I had gone to the concession stand to grab a coney dog. Did you guys win, or was it close?
Marook says, "Oh yes, we fought valiantly, but apparently you had the defective one. Yes, the easy to beat one, and ours was much stronger, much tougher, much more of a challenge."
You
No,
near
we did not.
instantaneously defeated the smaller one, but then the bigger one just stomped you so hard, and it was like you were trying to like disarm them with your body against their sword. It wasn't working.
For that, Akina.
Hi, Brub. Well, come up to the group. Well, what? It was just a spot of poor luck. You'll get them next time. I believe in you.
Yes, there would be no song sung about someone who won on their first try. It's the climb that really allows our names to echo in eternity. So we'll keep climbing.
Indeed. It was a good first showing.
Silence.
What?
We're
What
new
did
here,
the-
so we'll have to take your word for that.
Not that it matters because winning isn't everything, but what did the winners receive? A trophy, nice armor.
Oh,
What-
the winners received a what was it? An Onyx Dog Wondrous figurine.
Oh, that would have been dope.
But there will be another tournament next month. In the meantime, maybe you could help me with my new hang glider. I need someone to leap up to the top of the soaring spire and balance there with their head like this so that I can propel myself from that spot even higher.
It's an acrobatics check.
Yes.
Revy will step forward.
And an athletics check after that to propel Hiram the rest of the way into the air.
Rethink this.
I mean, he is looking expectantly at Elias. If you want to step up, you can, but...
Revy will step up, and then Elias will probably push him aside.
I'll give it a shot. You got to do the acrobatics first.
Yes, the acrobatics check to balance atop the spire, and then the athletics check to hurl Hiram high into the air.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time I've consensually thrown someone off a building, but I am willing to give it a try. So let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right,
That
you're
implies that
balanced.
you've thrown people off buildings before.
I'm sorry, I'm too high up. I can't hear you. We'll have to talk about it later.
Acrobatically atop the spire. Hiram jumps up. His foot hits your hands, and you propel him with a 27 athletics check. Hiram goes so high, way high, more than like 120 feet up. Deploys the hang glider and glides all the way across campus. He comes back about a half hour later, raving about the massive success of this hang glider. Very grateful for your help. Insists he owes it all to you. And we're gonna get a drink now and tell everybody about this wild success.
Well, it was nothing a friend wouldn't do for another friend.
And that is where we will wrap up for the day.
Akina just what the fucking in the background. What the pronking in the background, sorry. As
I must
is
say, that is quite a quite random thing. Can you climb up to this building and chuck me as high as you can? Okay. All right.
This is what the marshals do with their time at school. Everybody else is busy with their books, and the marshals are off in the corner throwing each other off of buildings. You know, like you do. I think this is where we'll sort of wrap it up for the night. But before we go, how do your characters feel about today's events? Jet.
Akina, I think, feels very concerned for Marook and Revi's continued existence, and possibly her continued existence if we don't have Rix and, by extension, Magira around.
Fair. Joel, what about Elias?
Elias is having fun at school. He enjoys the balance of work, play. He knows he's found a niche for himself, or a niche, I don't know. He's found a spot for himself with this group, and he's just enjoying it. So he's happy to have made friends quickly.
Cat.
He's not sure how they feel about this current week. Struggling with school, struggling at the fight club. It's been a rough week. The cohort, I don't know. They're not quite sure about how things are going at the moment, but they're gonna go read a book in the library and forget about it.
They did get the bugs. They were the one who figured out how to get the water gliders.
They get bugs, but that's not very impressive to them.
Oh. We'll ask Tom about his week next time. Leif, how's Marook feeling?
Marook is just upset that he was obviously given the much more difficult to defeat Leshy, and that's robbing him of his chance to show his great prowess. And he's devoting just a little bit more time and energy than he should to trying to figure out who it is that's trying to make him look like a fool on the battlefield.
It was you. It was you, Marook. You did it.
That is not the conclusion he will come to, I assure you.
Oh no, I'm sure it's not.
Oh, gosh. Marook's gonna become a conspiracy theorist.
Oh no. Oh no.
Galarian's flat, everybody.
We all know Galarian is flat and carried on the backs of 4 elephants, which are in turn on the shell of a great giant tortoise. Come on, this is all common knowledge, proven by science and magic.
Oh my goodness. On that note, I'd like to thank Paizo for our wonderful content, putting out this great game system we love, and particularly Alexandria Bustion and Eleanor Farron for this volume, Kindled Magic. It's been a real treat running it so far. We look forward to getting through the rest of it. As always, Anycola does our wonderful character art. You can find her on Twitter at Anycola and get your own lovely commissions. Leif, who do we have to thank for music today?
Well, I will direct everyone to Tom's usual thanks for the music we usually use, because I don't know the exact specifics. But
no.
Thanks Dark Studio Audio for providing us with these lovely tracks. And yes, if you want greater detail, watch one of our other episodes. And you know, just don't blame me. I don't
insert Tom's normal shout out to music here.
Yes, exactly.
We should have asked Tom for that. We will keep it in mind in the future.
The one piece of information I forgot to ask for.
Well, and I have an appendix on my notes. Yes, and it is linked, and it's called an appendix of all of our art credits, and I don't have that one. So I'll have to get it from Tom, so I have it for the future. Jet, what do we have coming up on Star-Lords?
We are in Jorgenfist, currently in the midst of a Jorgen Fest, and we'll see how that continues to evolve.
Terrible pun. As always, we need more icebreaker questions, in particular for Jet. I have all of these icebreaker questions. I have the ones from Threefold Conspiracy. I have the ones from Fly Free or Die. I have the ones from Rise of the Star-Lords. But Jet has used most of them already. So please, if you haven't already, or if you think of some new ones, come give us some icebreakers. You can find that form linked in the feedback channel as well as the welcome channel. It makes it really easy for us to keep track of them when you submit them that way. Because they just go populate our spreadsheet very conveniently. If you're not already on our Discord, what are you doing with your life? Come join us on Discord. Link is in the show notes, either below the video or in your favorite podcatcher app, whatever that might be. Without further ado, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next week for episode 6, Ceaseless Buzzing. Why is it called Ceaseless Buzzing? We'll find out. Until then, may your allies roll 20s and your enemies roll 1s. Stay nerdy out there, folks.